What if the real danger in Grand Theft Auto 6 is not the gangs or the police, but the very people you trust the most? Rockstar has filled Vice City with characters who look like allies but carry enough secrets to burn it all down. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to break down every confirmed character, from Jason and Lucia to the shady faces lurking in the background, and explain why each one could change the story forever. Jason Duval and his dark return. Raised in the Leonida Keys around hustlers and thieves, Jason Duval once tried to break away from that life by joining the army. The discipline and training offered him a way out, but after returning home, the pull of old connections dragged him straight back into the drug trade. Today, he operates out of the Boatyard under the command of veteran smuggler Brian Heder, running shipments and collecting debts. Jason has earned the reputation of being more than a hired hand, as locals call his name when he drives through, showing the respect he holds in the community. There is also strong speculation that his time in the military left him with a unique edge. Reports suggest he may have a skill resembling Red Dead Redemption 2's Dead Eye or Michael's focus mode from Grand Theft Auto 5, slowing time and targeting weak spots. Fans believe this could make him one of the sharpest shooters in the series. Voice actor Dylan Rohr is rumored to be behind the role, although nothing is confirmed. What I find most fascinating is how Rockstar has built him as both admired and trapped. A character who feels like the man everyone wants to be, but also the one no one dares to truly become. Lucia Caminos, the rise of a fighter. Born and raised in Liberty City, Lucia Caminos grew up in a world of constant struggle. From an early age, her father trained her to fight, not as a sport, but as a way of surviving and protecting family. That toughness eventually led her into violent situations, and one of those incidents landed her in prison. The trailers show her leaving the correctional facility, but her release is described as sheer luck. Many believe Jason may have been involved, helping her gain freedom at just the right time. Her design carries symbolic weight as well. The golden necklace with a small boxing glove reflects the lessons passed down by her father and serves as a reminder of her resilience. Manuel Perez, the actress widely linked to the character, has tried to deflect speculation. She once voiced a dealer in Grand Theft Auto Online but avoided acknowledging her rumored lead role in GTA 6, even taking down her social media after fans pressed her with questions. During one of the trailers, Lucia's line, "The only thing that matters is who you know and what you have got," stands out as a central theme. I personally think Lucia could end up being the emotional core of Grand Theft Auto 6, with Rockstar setting her up for shocking turns that keep the story unforgettable. Faces around Lucia and Jason. Several minor figures shown in the trailers may hold larger roles. A social worker named Stephanie appears during Lucia's prison scenes, possibly influencing her release. Another moment shows the so-called selfie guy, speculated to be her brother or close friend, whose actions could cause big problems later. There is also a pregnant woman believed by some to be Chenis, a name tied to early leaks. Rockstar often uses small characters like these to carry surprising weight, and these glimpses suggest that pattern will continue. Characters that stir mystery and betrayal. Ro Batista stands out as one of the most unpredictable figures in Vice City. Intelligent and calm on the surface, he plays every side for his own advantage. One of his lines in the trailer, "Life is full of surprises, my friend," has fueled endless fan theories that his loyalty is nothing but an illusion. The biggest suspicion surrounds his role in the Sinfint National Bank heist, where his presence suggests a mastermind rather than a simple accomplice. Another twist comes from his resemblance to a detective shown briefly in leaked footage, sparking theories they could be father and son. If true, this setup might lead to one of the largest betrayals Rockstar has ever written into the series. Street legends and viral personalities. Vice City is also filled with characters shaped by internet culture, giving the world a sense of chaotic authenticity. The most obvious is the Leonida Joker, modeled after the infamous Florida Joker, whose tattooed face became a viral headline. Rockstar has always loved satirizing reality, and including such a figure highlights their tradition of turning shocking news into dark humor. Another striking moment comes from Trailer 1, where a woman armed with a hammer causes havoc in the streets. Her actions are clearly drawn from viral footage, proving how closely Rockstar tracks real events. There is also the return of Big Phil, who operates Phil's ammunition and is likely connected to Phil Cassidy from earlier games. Then comes Rudy, whose dangerous stunt ended with the chilling "Rip Rudy" text, raising questions if it foreshadows his death or simply mocks internet memorial culture. This is where I think Grand Theft Auto shines, blurring the line between online hype and in-game history until parody and reality feel inseparable. Power players and family ties. At the heart of Vice City's smuggling trade is Brian Heder, an old-school operator who runs boats and seaplanes from his marina. For Jason Duval, he is more than a boss. He acts like a mentor and father figure, guiding him deeper into organized crime. Every mission tied to shipments, docks, or air routes seems to run through Brian's hands. His wife, Lori Hedder, is introduced as his third spouse, a detail that adds mystery to his personal life. Both Brian and Lori are positioned as anchors in Jason's criminal circle, offering support but also tying him to obligations that cannot easily be broken. The dynamic between Brian and Jason echoes the mentorship bond seen between Michael and Franklin in Grand Theft Auto V, but with an even sharper sense of loyalty. Still, every strong bond in Rockstar's world eventually faces a test, and this family-style partnership may be destined for a violent split that reshapes Jason's path. Vice City music empire and gang world. Money, music, and violence collide in the city's underground. Booby Ike rises from strip club owner to real estate mogul while funding a record label. His philosophy is summed up in one line: club money pays for the studio, but the drug money pays for it all. Alongside him is Draco Priest, the head of Only Raw Records, a man whose polished exterior hides a criminal past. Adding fuel to the fire are Bay Lux and Roxy, two rappers who double as ruthless enforcers, combining flashy style with a strong social media presence. Rockstar also hints at rival gangs through red and blue bandanas scattered throughout scenes, calling back to groups like the Bloods and Crips. By tying together the rap industry, street warfare, and criminal empires, Vice City's music scene is set up as one of the most explosive backdrops in the game. The friend who keeps it grounded. Every great protagonist has a companion who brings balance, and Jason's closest ally seems to be Cal Hampton. Working alongside him at Brian's Marina, Cal shows loyalty but adds his own quirks. He has a fascination with conspiracy theories, dropping lines such as "too many birds flying in formation," which give him a humorous and slightly eccentric edge. What really matters is how Cal functions as comic relief while grounding Jason emotionally. Much like Lamar did for Franklin in Grand Theft Auto V, Cal brings lighter moments through fishing trips and bar scenes that emphasize their friendship. Still, longtime fans know Rockstar rarely lets such bonds last forever. There is a growing suspicion that Cal's fate may be cut short for dramatic impact, setting up one of the most painful twists in the story. Law enforcement closing in. As Jason and Lucia rise, a relentless detective appears, determined to tear them down. His presence throughout the leaks and trailers points to him becoming one of the central antagonists in the story. Viewers have noted how strikingly similar he looks to Ro Batista, which has sparked speculation about a hidden family tie that could complicate every confrontation. Detectives in past Grand Theft Auto titles often met violent ends, and many believe this character will follow that same path. Until then, his shadow forces paranoia into every move the protagonists make, connecting directly to the larger themes of betrayal and mistrust. With him pressing closer, the world of Vice City feels even more dangerous, because the law is not just chasing criminals and may also be tied to them in ways players least expect. What makes Grand Theft Auto 6 feel different is how every single character carries both opportunity and danger in their own way. Which one do you think is most likely to betray Jason and Lucia? Drop your thoughts in the comments, leave a like if this breakdown gave you something new to think about, and subscribe for more.